What up, chess players and my friends? In this position out of the opening, the white player just played queen a4 check. So now it's black to move, and as you can notice, we can stop this check in multiple ways. However, there's only one way that works well. What is the most accurate way to continue? How are you going to block this check? With the bishop, with the knight, or with the queen? Pause the video now. Write down your idea on how to stop this check and continue the game in the best possible way for black, and come back for the solution in 3, 2, 1. Alright everyone, well done for realizing that queen to d7 is not the right move, because bishop b5, pinning the queen to the king, is forcing us to play knight c6, but then the knight attacks us once again, building pressure on this knight. We have to move the queen, let's say queen e6, obviously to keep an eye on the knight because now there's too many attackers. And the white player can now castle, and white is much better than black in this position. And back in this position, bishop d7 is more of a dopamine move. It kind of feels good to develop whilst attacking the queen, but the problem is the our opponent didn't play queen a4 just because it was check. It was a nice check in a way that now the queen has got access to d4, attacking a weak rook. We are a little bit backwards in development, and you can't play bishop g7. Now you're forced to play f6, and white can play bishop to c4. The position is much better for white once again. You're damaged here, and even if you play bishop g7 with the idea of playing f5 later on, you can never really castle. So this is a bad position. This leaves us with the only good move, knight to c6, the only way to block that check. White continues with d4, but now bishop to g7, and we're ready to castle, and this is a perfectly fine game to play. Oh, and by the way, in this position, knight e5, building pressure on the knight in c6 with an idea of playing bishop to b5 and achieving something similar to before, doesn't work because of queen to d5. We got a lot of attack over the knight in e5, and black is slightly better. If the knight takes us in c6, you don't take back with the queen because bishop b5 will win your queen. You don't even take back with the pawn because your pawn structure will be damaged. But rather, in this position, after giving away your knight, you just play bishop to d7, and you're going to be able to recapture the knight with a great position.